Good evening, everyone. Warm and happy holidays to council members and community members that are here. I'm calling the December 17th meeting of the Altadena Town Council to order. The time is 7:02. Tonight we have the honor of welcoming boys and girls from Altadena Scout Troop 1 for the presentation of the flags and Pledge of Allegiance. Altadena Scout Troop 1 Boys was established in 1914, and Altadena Scout Troop 1 Girls was established in 2019. The mission of Scouting America, formerly Boy Scouts of America, is to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetime by instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. These Scouts take pride in their love of the outdoors and service to their community. Joining us are Calvin Blea from Marshall Fundamental, Jackson Brooks from Marshall, Luke Gustafson from LaSalle, Isidore May from Odyssey, Christian Partita from Elliott Arts Magnet, Owen Schmaltz from Odyssey Charter, Micah Gustafson from Polytech, Cruz and Wong from South Pasadena High School, and for the girls, my next door neighbor, Samantha Bearden from La Cañada High School, Paulina Fernandez from All Souls, Alexia Partita from Elliott Arts, and Naomi Salas from Blair.
Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward, march. No. Color guard, halt. Color guard, cross the colors. Color guard, prepare to present the colors. Audience, please rise and honor our flag. Color guard, present the colors and please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, retreat. Audience, you may be seated.
Can we give them a round of applause? Scouts, please stop by. Maggie, can you make yourself known so they know to stop by and pick up a little something from wherever Maggie is? Maggie, if you can raise your hand. There she is in the back, in the black. We have a little something for you for coming tonight. Thank you. Okay, we are moving on to roll call. Councilmember Sutherlen.
Thank you. And good evening, everyone. Council members, listen for your name, please, and answer accordingly when you hear it. Connor Cipolla.
Present.
Victoria Knapp.
Here.
Nick Arnzen.
Here.
Kim Yu.
Here.
Melissa Morona.
Here.
Dorothy Wong.
Here.
John Carmody.
Present.
Chris O'Malley.
I'm here.
Isis Molden.
Present.
Jafina Musson.
Present.
Vice Stewart Gordon.
Present.
Pat Sutherland's here. Reggie Wilson.
Wilkins, but I'm not sure about Wilson.
Doug Colliflower.
Here.
Diane Markison. And Sylvia Vega.
Here.
Thank you, and we have a quorum.
Thank you. Moving on to approving the the December 17th meeting agenda. Councilmember Arnzen.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow council and community members to this awesome room. There are agendas as well as public comment cards. The agendas you'll have found in your seats. They're also at the Altadena Town Council table in the back. Public comment cards can be found at either end of the tables. Thank you, Melissa. If you would like to make a public comment, please fill out the card and give it to a council member back where you found the comment cards on either end of the tables. Additionally, I would like to remind everyone in the room to please silence your cell phones and other noise-making devices, and for our friends in the other parts of the room to be cognizant of the business being handled over the next half hour. As the council does not respond to public comment during the meeting, if you would like a response, please include your information on the comment card so we're able to get a hold of you. Public comments are limited to 2 minutes. These guidelines are in place to ensure that everyone wishing to make a comment has the time to do so, and we can conduct this meeting in an orderly fashion. Council members, the Altadena Town Council Executive Committee met on Tuesday, December 10th, to set the agenda for tonight's meeting. That agenda was circulated to you on Thursday, December 12th. I received no changes or corrections. I do have an addition. If you'll notice under 4 public safety reports, I have added 4.2 LA County Fire with Assistant Fire Chief Sprengle. Chief Sprengle, are you here? He's on his way. Hi, hey Maria. Okay, it might be Maria Greiken, great. You will find that on the agendas in this room. For those of you outside of this room, you will not find that. You can add that to 4.2. Are there any other modifications this evening? Seeing none, I move that we approve the agenda with said changes. Second.
Council members, we have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving the agenda?
Aye.
Great. Anybody abstaining or opposed? No. That's unanimous. Okay. On behalf of the Town Council, our community partners, the Chamber, the Altadena Rotary, the Library Foundation, and a grateful Altadena, I want to formally thank Dominic Corey and the Rose Bowl Stadium for hosting this joyous and welcoming event, and that all Altadenans are able to see this historic venue. Dominic, are you here?
He's on the Twitter.
Can you come forward? I have a little something for you. But I do. No, I'm just kidding. Certificate of Altadena Town Council recognition presented to Dominic Corey in recognition of your outstanding partnership with the Altadena Town Council and for your dedication to fostering strong community relationships. Your efforts as a relationship builder have greatly contributed to the success of our shared initiatives, strengthening the bonds that bring our communities together. Thank you and thank you. Okay, thank you so much. As we reflect on 2024, I'm filled with gratitude for all the members of the Altadena Town Council who made this year exceptional. Our success is built on their volunteerism and dedication, both within Town Council committees and as active participants in the community. I also want to extend special thanks to the Executive Committee for their steady guidance and unwavering support, which have been instrumental in navigating both routine and challenging moments. A heartfelt thank you goes to our committee chairs for your leadership, which has fostered transparency and collaboration, ensuring the voices of Altadena residents are heard. Thank you to all committee members for your consistent contributions, whether staffing events, lending expertise, or serving as invaluable resources to our neighbors. Your commitment strengthens our community. This year, the Land Use Committee hosted unprecedented public comment on important projects shaping our future. Discussions on Poly Fields and the West San Gabriel Valley Area Plan were vital in guiding our community's growth. The committee also acted on several CUPs, supporting alcohol licenses, ensuring our commercial development aligns with Altadena's values. I also want to express gratitude to our public safety partners, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, California Highway Patrol, and LA County Fire. Your dedication to the safety and well-being of our community brings peace of mind, and we deeply appreciate your proactive approach. Finally, my heartfelt thanks to Supervisor Barger for her leadership, care, and thoughtfulness towards Altadena. Your office, especially Susie Niemer, continues to provide invaluable support to this council and to Altadena residents, as do the many LA County staff we interact with regularly. Altadena is a unique, vibrant community, and 2024 has been a meaningful year. I look forward to our continued work in 2025 as this council celebrates its 50th anniversary. Thank you. Vice Chair Arnzen.
Thank you, Chair. In lieu of our reports, Corresponding Secretary Wong and myself would just like to give a nod to our partners here tonight. I'll start with the first two. The Altadena Library Foundation works to support our libraries as part of a thriving community since 2009. The Altadena Libraries are centers for learning, connecting, and accessing critical resources. They work in partnership with the Altadena Libraries by fundraising and advocating to create a legacy for generations to come. Big shout out to the Altadena Library Foundation. Next, we have the Altadena Chamber of Commerce. The Altadena Chamber of Commerce and Civic Association was formed in 1924. If you do the math, that's 100 years to promote the commercial, industrial, civic, and general interests of the Altadena community and its trade area. The Chamber of Commerce produces special events, hosts periodic mixers, and maintains a website which provides information about Altadena to visitors, residents, and businesses. If you've been out to some of our awesome community events, no doubt you've seen the Chamber of Commerce there. Thank you to Chamber of Commerce. That's it for my report. Next up, we'll switch to Corresponding Secretary Wong.
Thank you. So we want to recognize and thank the Rotary Club of Altadena. The Rotary Club of Altadena was chartered on February 14th, 1949, and just celebrated its 75th birthday to servicing Altadena. Yeah, let's go. The mission of the Rotary Club is to provide services to others, promote integrity, and advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through the fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. The Rotary is a non-political and non-religious organization, and membership is by application or invitation. The club's efforts and projects are far-reaching, and in its 75-year history, the local Altadena chapter has provided, get this, over $1 million of service projects in the Altadena community and worldwide. Thank you. Current local efforts include grants to PUSD school teachers and scholarships and awards directly to middle schools and high school students, sponsoring a Rotary Interact Club at Muir High School, sponsoring Pasadena City College through our PCC Vocational and Veterans Awards, and producing free concerts. Come on, concerts in the park. Sorry, I got excited. Free concerts in the beautiful Farnsworth Park Amphitheater with the wildly popular Concerts in the Park series. Thank you, Rotary Club.
All right, we're moving on to Recording Secretary approving the November 19th minutes. Councilmember Sutherlen.
Thank you. Council members, last week I sent you the minutes for the November 19th, 2024 meeting. And again, I apologize for sending you the wrong month first, but we got it right the second time. Since then, I have not had any corrections or changes sent to me. Since that time, has anyone thought of anything that they need to have corrected from the minutes that you received? Seeing none, then I move to accept the minutes as presented.
A second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Are there any abstentions? Anyone who wasn't here last month
Nope.
that should be abstaining?
Everyone was here.
Everyone was here. Great. Okay, thank you so much. Moving on to our treasurer's report, Councilmember O'Malley.
All right,
For the very last time, I would like a song and dance. You're going to tell us that you made
made
it.
my way down to the bank. But it was on December 3rd, so there's nothing on this one. We started for the period starting November 1st, ending November 30th of this year. We started with $1,429.86 in the bank. The deposit will be on next month, so I'm not going to say who the treasurer is, spoilers, you know. But he or she or them will get a deposit. We had $359.32 worth of withdrawals, checks written for supplies and stuff. Yeah, it was a busy month. We ended with $1,070.54. That concludes my report. As you guys know, or maybe you don't, the town council is a volunteer organization. Nobody up here gets paid. We're not allowed to get, well, we don't get taxes. I suppose we might be allowed to in some way, but we don't. And we got to beg for money to spend on a new sign. So I'm going to pass this can around. No amount is too small. No amount is too big. If you can return it to Reggie down there in the corner when it makes its way around, I would very much appreciate it. That's it for me.
It's the holidays, you all. Thank you, Pat. Okay. Dominic, do we have someone from the Rose Bowl Legacy Foundation? It is you. Well then, welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dominic Corey. I'm here on behalf of the Rose Bowl Stadium and the Rose Bowl Legacy Foundation. It is an honor to have you guys here tonight. It is my privilege. Before working at this job, I worked with California State Senator Anthony Portantino, and I got to know the Altadena community and you guys very well. And I just wanted to bring you guys into my next endeavor, which is this place. And so I welcome you guys. Hope you guys had good tours. You guys ate a lot of food, had a drink. And you guys get to enjoy this place that's in your backyard. This place is 102 years old, as you guys learned on the tours, and it's a magical place. And this place has never been as vibrant as it is today than in the past. With us getting the Olympics in 2028, yes.
Big deal.
We are the only stadium, us and the LA Coliseum are the only stadium that will have the Olympics 3 times. And so we will have the Olympic rings put out in the front of the stadium to represent that. We have some good concerts coming up in 2025, starting with The Weeknd on January 25th. A sold-out show. It is going to be amazing. AC/DC, the Oasis. Woo-hoo! Yes, so we are doing some big things here at the Rose Bowl. But I would say probably the most prideful and joyful that everybody on staff is, what we are most excited about is our Lasting Legacy campaign. And in the last 2 weeks, you guys have probably seen it in the news, but we just launched the Capital campaign. We have some mock-ups in the back over there by those wonderful gentlemen in the California Highway Patrol. But we are doing field-level suites as well as a new scoreboard, and we are changing out the pink seats and just some renovation projects that we are doing around this building. So everybody go look on the Lasting Legacy website, check it out. This is your guys' place. This is your guys' home. Don't hesitate to not come. You guys come and enjoy this place. It is an amazing place, especially when it's full of 80,000 people, and I would like to see more Pasadena, Altadena people enjoy it. And because we are in the holiday season, Supervisor Barger, I need you to come back real quick after your picture. because we are in the holiday season and we are here to give for the right reasons, I have two gifts to give today. And I have some gifts for the Altadena Town Council that you guys will get later on. But I have two gifts today. One is a replica stadium. It's a counterpiece that we are going to give to Supervisor Barger just to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. We always appreciate your support and you being here today. And so the next piece that we're going to give out today is Supervisor, when is your birthday?
June 2nd.
So, this is funny. So whoever has a birthday closest to June 2nd, you will get 2 UCLA tickets to come to next year. Mine's is June 3rd.
Oh, it's rigged.
And I didn't even know that. And I didn't even know that. But if your birthday is closest to June 2nd, you can.
I heard 15. I heard June 15th.
Any other? June 15th?
Did I hear June 1?
June 4th. He's June 4th. So he got 2 UCLA tickets. You guys can bring him over here. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Altadena Town Council, and all the Altadena partners for coming in today. And let's have a great evening and keep on partying. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Just real quick, the cans up here in the front, those of you in the back, if you feel like throwing some money in, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. This wasn't completely donated, this party. Okay. We are moving on to our public safety reports, and I see Captain Williams here, if you wanted to come up.
Looking quite
Dapper. Wow. Wow.
You have to excuse me. I didn't mean to dress like this, but I had to look good for you guys just once a year, you know. So. Every once in a while, I have to dress like this to remind myself and others that I still know how to tie a tie. So I won't give an official report. I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. But I will like to say, I'd like to thank all of our partners, the community. We had a very successful food and toy drive. We were able to collect a lot of toys, a lot of food to give to children, especially important around this time of year. The Rotary Club, Friends of the Altadena Center. I'm forgetting so many people, but most importantly, the community. Our lobby was just full of toys, and people are still bringing them. So I like to thank everyone in the community for such a successful toy drive. Thank you. That's all I have, unless there's any questions.
Oh, look at that. Not a one. You know I
It was
have
the tie.
one, but I'll
It was the
email
tie,
it.
you know.
It was the tie. Everyone's very intimidated now. Thank you, and happy holidays to you.
Yes, happy
and to
holidays
everyone
to
at the
everyone.
station.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys take it
Thank
easy.
you. I saw Assistant Chief Sprangle come in. Did I not? I think I did. And I see Maria here too. Whomever would like to come up.
We're a tag team. I'm going to give the report, and then Chief Springle's going to say a few words. For the month of November, a total of 352 responses in Altadena. 271 of those were for medical calls, with 222 patients transported. Of those, we did have 5 traffic collisions. One of them on the 16th in the 1100 block of New York Drive was versus a bicyclist. We had 4 fires during the month. We had a trash fire on Lake Avenue, a vehicle fire on Woodbury and Spalding Place, and that was $16,000 worth of damage. We had at a board and care facility on El Molino, there was a battery electric wheelchair that caught fire. And then we had a pole fire on the 15th on Oxford Avenue. that is it for the stats, unless there's any questions. And then I'm going to turn it over to Chief Sprengel. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you, Maria.
Hey, good evening. Thank you, Maria, as always. I always like to publicly thank Maria for the work that she does. She's been out on the Franklin fire out in Malibu all week. So working long hours, and she's still here tonight, so thank you. And the Franklin fire this last week here in Malibu, just a reminder, we're still in fire season. So we do have a red flag warning this week, started 3 o'clock today. It will continue through tomorrow evening, 6 p.m., and then most likely be extended into Thursday. Although we're on the outskirts of it here in the San Gabriel Mountains, it's still, we don't need a red flag warning to have a large wind-driven fire, especially this time of year. So continue to be vigilant, and we have augmented staff, and we have appropriate staffing in place and the resources that we need in the area in case we do get that start. But just be vigilant, and again, happy holidays. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you tonight.
Happy holidays to you. Any questions for Chief Sprengel? None? Okay. We please wish everyone at the station happy holidays for us, and to you too, Maria. And please get some rest. It's a lot of work.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. I did see our partners from California Highway Patrol here. Did you guys want to just come up and say a couple words? I see Captain March. Oh, look at that. We'll blame it on Officer Bay that we didn't know you were coming. You weren't handling him? You weren't handling his schedule?
No, it's always a pleasure seeing all of you and being here with the community, and especially this location. It's my first time being here. Brings me back memories when I was working in Expo Park, working allied with USC for the games. So anyway, good evening, everyone. Before we provide the enforcement stats that we have, we had a great time working with Altadena during the Christmas tree lane. And as everyone knows, we're gearing up for the Tournament of Roses and the Rose Bowl coming up. And we are very appreciative of the community for providing the Chips for Kids toys. Like Captain Williams said, it's the time of the year where most of our contacts with the community is not giving tickets or arresting people. It's a positive. So anyway, before I call on Officer Bay, I wish everyone a safe and wonderful holiday season. Thank you again.
Thank you. It's so good to see you. Did you get to go on a tour?
No, because we came from La Cañada. And
you came from La Cañada. Oh, I see. Okay. Dominic, is Dominic in here still, or did he leave? Did the last tour leave?
I'm trying to figure it out now.
Oh, so then don't leave without talking to Dominic before you go, because they're coordinating, hopefully, the last tour.
Oh, we'll do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good to see you. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Officer Bay?
Good evening, everybody. Council members, members of the public. I'm Officer Brian Bay with the California Highway Patrol. I did not provide any crash statistics this evening, but I do want to echo what Captain Santiago said. It's been a pleasure serving the community this past year, meeting with certain council members, members of the public. I just met with a concerned citizen on Lincoln Avenue just by Altadena. We had a very, very productive conversation about resources and just being out in the community too. Christmas Tree Lane, although it can be a little hectic, it was very, very great seeing all the families, the community come together and seeing just the smiles on the kids' faces. And that's what we get to experience at the Highway Patrol, myself and Officer Keller, with our Chips for Kids program too. So we are also actively collecting toy donations, any unwrapped toys from ages infant all the way to a teenager. We don't want to make sure that they're having a good holiday. We also, the CHP Altadena area, we also participated in the efforts for safety and traffic control with the Franklin fire in the Malibu area too. So we want to applaud our other allied agencies like the Sheriff's Office as well as the fire department as well. You can follow us on social media. If you're looking for any kind of new real updates, we're trying to actively post on Twitter, formerly known as X, formerly known as Twitter. So we're doing our best to be more proactive in that endeavor. And then that concludes everything that I have to offer. Again, thank you very much for allowing myself, Officer Kell, and the CHP to actively patrol in Altadena. It's been a very, very productive year.
Thank you so much, and happy holidays to you and to Officer Keller. And do send our hellos to Officer Boyd.
Yeah, now Sergeant Boyd. He'd
Sergeant
be
Boyd.
very upset if I didn't make that distinction.
Yes,
So,
Sergeant Boyd.
Sergeant Boyd, our former public information officer, is out making a ruckus up in Sacramento. In a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and happy holidays to
Be
everybody.
safe out there.
Madam Chair?
Okay, and we'll have both of their actual reports in January. Say it again?
I want the floor.
You want
If
the
I may,
floor?
Just for a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Officer Keller, was it you that had the baby like a year ago? That was Officer Bay?
That's Officer Bay.
Has it gotten better?
Yes, she's now sleeping through the night.
Isn't that great? Also, since it's the last time I'm going to be able to do this, I wanted on the record that Captain Williams and the sheriffs here are great. I am constitutionally disposed to not like cops as an institution. But I love the sheriffs. You guys are part of the community. If you left, I would cry. And COVID killed the necktie. You don't have to wear it. But thank you for all you do, Fire and CHP too. You guys are great, and I love you. That's it.
Okay, thank you for that. We are going to move on to our swearing in of our new council members, which then ushers out our outgoing council members. So before we swear in the new, I just want to make a couple of comments about the two that are departing us. I'm so emotional, and I'm so sorry for that. We are going to be saying our goodbyes to Councilmember O'Malley, who has been our trusted treasurer the last 2 years, at least, yes. And so I have a certificate of recognition for you, and it says, presented to Chris O'Malley in recognition of your exceptional service and commitment to the Altadena Town Council and its executive committee. Your expertise, integrity, and dedication have significantly contributed to the town council and the well-being of our community. And personally, I will miss you. So thank you so much, and I have a little something for you. I know. I said I was going to bring my pen, and I forgot my pen. I will sign it before we go. Chris has been my comrade with the Dodgers. We text and talk all the time, and that will continue. It's been a great year to be a Dodger fan. Our next certificate of recognition is presented to Doug Colliflower. In recognition of your outstanding dedication and service to the Altadena Town Council and the greater Altadena community, your unwavering commitment, leadership, and tireless efforts have made a lasting impact, shaping a better future for all. Your presence will be greatly missed. Thank you so much, Doug, and I will bring this over to you. And representing Assemblymember Herbedian's office, we have Declan here with also outgoing certificates. Go ahead. You go first, and then she's going to do the whole show.
I gotcha. Thank you. Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Declan Floyd with our new Assembly member, John Harabedian. So I look forward to working with all of you. I'm just here to say thank you really to all of you. You know, it's not easy to be a local volunteer elected official. You deal with a lot of complaints, but you do that with poise. And so thank you for being a great conduit between your neighbors and Supervisor Barger's office. And I just have to say that Supervisor Barger, of course, is the chair of the Board of Supervisors, and she was busy running a nearly 10-hour meeting today, and she left immediately from that just to be here with all of us. So can we say thank you to Supervisor Barger? Thank you. And to our two outgoing council members, thank you for everything that you've done for Altadena. And I just want to remind you that even though you're leaving the council, you have not, nor will you ever be able to escape the call of community service. So people will still be calling on you to volunteer and put together events and all that, and we expect you to answer that call, no matter where in the world you are. So thank you very much for your service. And on behalf of Assemblymember John Harabedian and the entire California State Assembly, I'd like to present you with these certificates and again, wish you all the best. Thank you very much for your service to Altadena.
Okay, now I would like to turn it over to Supervisor Barger, who I'm sure has many words and is very tired.
No, not at all. First of all, Chris, you know how, Victoria, you got a little teary? When you said that about the sheriff, that got me a little emotional because I am so grateful that you recognize what an incredible captain and what an incredible team you have up here with the Altadena Sheriff. So thank you for that recognition. I have to say that I owe you all a big thank you. I always talk about how important the unincorporated area is and how the town councils are the voice, and you all stepped up in ways that you probably don't even realize to help me do my job better and represent Altadena. And the most recent was when you came down for the area plan and testified. I want to thank you for being the voice of the community. There are a lot of things coming down from the state that we have to figure out together because there's no question in my mind when I talk to people in Altadena, the one thing they love is the diversity for sure, but also the hometown, small town feel. So it's important that we work together to address the challenges because they're not insurmountable if we all work together. And you are really for me, the eyes and ears of the community. So thank you for everything you do. And Chris, you said it so well, you guys get paid a lot to do this. And I promise you, I'm going to be donating a little more because I do recognize that you all deserve the recognition, and I think financially to help you kind of get a little boost, we're going to figure something out. But don't tell anyone, okay? So on behalf of the residents of LA County, and of course, Susie Niemer is the bomb, isn't she? I want to recognize Doug and Chris for your work and for being true community partners. So thank you for everything. Here you go.
You're on a roll.
I'm on a roll. I am going to ask the incoming council members to come up and let me swear you in, please. So that is Nick, Connor, Darlene. Diane is, I'll see her at doggy daycare, so I will talk with her. Melissa, is it Isis?
Isis?
Isis. And then help me with this,
Violet.
Okay. There you go. Oh. Is that who you're taking to the football game? Do you want to go stand next to her while we do this? Go on. And Adam. That's what it's all about right there. So with that, will you please raise your right hand? please respond by saying, I do. Do you accept the position bestowed upon you by the voters of Altadena and pledge to faithfully execute all duties and responsibilities bestowed upon you on behalf of the community? Do you pledge to uphold the Altadena Town Council's bylaws and ethical standards during your term in office? Congratulations, you are officially sworn in. Thank you for everything you do for the community.
All right, we're going to do a little switcheroo here. I do know that if you are interested in making public comment, there are comment cards. Can you, if you had a comment card that you filled out, will you please turn it in? I know that we had at least one, and I just was made aware of another one. You can give it right here to Councilmember Morona. Okay. Although he has been outgoing, he was the chair of our nominating committee for the executive committee slate. I will turn it over to Doug Colliflower.
Okay, thank you. Is this legal now that I'm not on the council? Okay, the nominating committee consisted of Chris O'Malley, Sylvia Vega, and myself. Each eligible member of the council received an invitation to submit a letter of interest along with their goals and the reasons that they want to serve in any of the 5 positions on the executive council. We received submissions. Chris and Sylvia and I, we met, discussed, and came up with a slate that we were all in agreement with, and I'm going to pass that around at this point in time. I'll give some here. We put it. And I suppose for the benefit of the audience, I can read the slate. The chair is Victoria Knapp. The vice chair is Nick Arnzen. Treasurer is Melissa Morona. Corresponding secretary Connor Chipola. And recording secretary is Kim Yu. Our bylaws allow for nominations to be made from the council at large at this point in time. And at this point in time, are there any nominations from the council? I see none, I hear none. Chair, would you like to ask for the acceptance?
So, seeing no nominations from the floor, nominations are closed. Council members, we can accept the slate by acclamation.
That's correct.
Thank you so much, Doug. We appreciate your work and the work of the committee. Thank you, Sylvia, and thank you, Chris O'Malley.
You're
Thank
very
you,
welcome.
Doug.
Thank you.
Connor, would you like to take your rightful place in front of the can? Oh, Connor will take, or this way, and then Kim, you can sit next to Nick if you'd like, and we can just switch. Okay, why don't you, can you just,
yes.
There you go.
All right, so Melissa? Okay, they're at the end of the table.
That's okay? Where's next?
Hi.
Okay, we are almost done, and we're going to finish out this party. We are now moving on to our public comment, and I will turn it over to Vice Chair Arnzen.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to call you up 2 at a time and have somebody on deck. Can we start up with Ashima, and Nikki, you'll be next. Ashima, please make your way, thank you, to the microphone. You have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashima Gupta, and I'm the new owner for Code Ninjas Altadena. Thank you. For those who may not know, Code Ninja is a learning center where kids ages 5 through 14 learn, gain critical STEM skills like coding, robotics, problem solving, and much more through fun and hands-on learning. This program holds a special place for me in my heart because my daughters did this program, and I see how they benefited immensely from this program. Seeing how it helped them build their confidence, them build critical thinking skills, which in nowadays is very important for kids, I dedicated and owned my own Code Ninja Center 3 years ago in Northridge. Today, I have 3 locations: Northridge, Silver Lake, and Altadena. Over the past few years, I have worked with many schools focused on bringing STEM activities to schools in their after-school programs, clubs, in-school curriculum, and much more. My vision is to bring these programs to all the kids who can benefit from it, including neurodivergent kids. So I'm thrilled to bring this to the Altadena community, and I'm open and seeking collaboration with schools, with organizations, and much more. I have left my phone number and email on the card and would seek any help and guidance on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki Winslow. And next up will be J.D. Angel.
All right, this is my first public comment. Happy holidays, everyone. I thought I should point out this was our first districted election in 2024, and we had 2 contested seats, but what that meant is we have an open seat on the Board of Trustees for the library district. The deadline to apply to serve in that position is December 31st. If you're interested, please feel free to reach out to me at the library. Our phone number is 626-798-0833. It's a simple letter of interest, resume, and short application. And you get to work with me, so that's a true perk. But I wanted to make sure everybody knows because December 31st is the deadline. Thank you.
Thank you. We have J.D. Angel, followed by Chris O'Malley.
Happy holidays, everyone. Esteemed council members. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm not comfortable being in a critical position, but I feel it's important to mention the rising violence in Los Angeles County. I personally have been a victim of some violence more than 3 times. And I just felt it very important to mention that sometimes it's not really being addressed properly. It's sort of being ignored, and the numbers are really high right now. So I thought I should mention it. Thank you.
Thank you, J.D. Last up is Chris O'Malley, Council Member Emeritus.
Emeritus. Members of the council, members of the
2
public.
minutes, that's it.
2 minutes, 2 minutes. You got the card? You got the card? If I go over, I'm just going to speak right through the beep. Just going to pretend I don't hear it. For those of you out there that don't know, being on the council is work. Hard work. Hard, usually unappreciated, definitely underpaid work. These residents devote themselves to our town's service. They volunteer their time, their money, their mental space, their physical labor to assuring that we Altadenans have some say in the way that we are governed. That is to say that these are the people who, to the extent that they can, promote and safeguard our local democracy. They do their work without any pecuniary gain and really without much recognition from the community. They do their work because they believe that it's the right thing to do, to be involved, to advocate for their neighbors, to do their small piece to keep Altadena beautiful. I want to take a moment to thank everybody who made serving on the council a pleasure. Thank you for showing me the ropes, helping run elections, canvassing the neighborhood, trying to convince people to paint over offensive murals, representing the council at community events, texting with me during Dodger games, and so much more. I want to especially thank John and Arlene for stepping up and serving, in whose hands, more than capable hands, I am happy to place 4603.02. Serving with all of you has been one of the honors of my life. 5 years ago, I ran for my seat because I wanted to make a difference. I'm not sure, honestly, if I made much of one. I do know, however, that I received an education, not just in county governance, but in my town, my beautiful, cantankerous, diverse, proud, wonderful town. So lastly, I'd like to thank the residents of my census tract for the opportunity they gave me to represent them for the last 4 years. And, I may be leaving my seat. You can take Chris out of the council, but you can't take, I messed it up. That was my last line, too. Can't take the council out of Chris. Thank you, guys.
All right, that concludes our general public comment. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
So moved. Second. Great. All in favor? Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry Christmas.